but some people want to keep their music and their cell phones separate.
Yeah, maybe you have a work phone, you have to use a BlackBerry for work or something like that, so you can't do the iPhone. But you know, that doesn't mean you can't have the cool touchscreen iPod action. This morning we are checking out the Apple iPod Touch. Take a look.
If you didn't know any better, you'd think this was an iPhone. It's not. It's the iPod Touch. Basically the same thing. It's just slimmer, doesn't have a camera, and doesn't make phone calls. The interface, though, is just as slick. It's an iPod, so of course it plays music like a champ. The great-looking screen is perfect for movies and photos. You can buy TV shows and the latest movies through the iTunes software. But the iPod Touch takes things one step further with the App Store. There are over 10,000 programs and games that you can download in the App Store. In fact, the games are pretty impressive. Use the tilt sensor built in to control them. So here's my breakdown of it. The latest iPod Touch is definitely sweet. The screen is awesome and the interface is great. The App Store is filled with tons of cool stuff. Some of it's free and some of it has a price. Of course, if you don't like the iTunes software, tough cookies. Yeah, the iPod is married to iTunes, whether you like it or not. The iPod Touch starts at $230. The Big Daddy, 32 gigs, sells for $400.
All right, so here's the deal. It is, as I mentioned, it's married to iTunes, so if you don't like iTunes, although a lot of people love iTunes, so that usually isn't that much of an issue. Nonetheless, I've downloaded movies on here, and the screen is just fantastic, and a lot of people like it. Carrie, you actually have the iPod Touch.
Yeah, and I was telling Kirk, I always have to share it. My kids are always, Mom, can I play with the iTouch? Because it has some cartoons and stuff, all sorts of stuff.
So you like it?
I like it, my kids like it.
Carrie's recommended. Forget me. The tech junkie doesn't matter. Carrie Kronk says it's cool.
This mom says it's good.
The mom says it's good. So anyhow, more information on myfoxutah.com at my tech blog.
Okay.